Hey guys, welcome back, and this is an interesting video. In this video, as you know, we are going to learn about the Gobuster, not just the normal usage of Gobuster, but just the another level of usages of the Gobuster tool. This is not just a tool only for enumerating the directories, but it can do something more than what you think. Yes, most beginners doesn't even care about it. So that's why I'm here to teach you that. Let's start with the manual of the Gobuster tool in the Kali Linux, and this is the tool like directory of file and DNS and virtual host brute forcing tool, which is also written in Go. So yeah, you can enumerate the directories using the Gobuster tool. This is what most beginners knows, but the rest of the features is what I meant for creating this video, because these some features is really good. Like you can also use the Gobuster tool for the subdomain brute forcing, and you can also use this for enumerate the open S3 buckets and look for existence and bucket listing. And you can also use it for open Google Cloud buckets and virtual host brute forcing mode. And you can also use it for fuzzing, which you have to give the first keyword. And you can also use this for brute force TFTP files. So I'm not going everything to explain in this video, but I'm just going to explain three of them, and let's begin this video without wasting any time. Okay, so yeah, let's start with this video. So first, as you know, the basic usage of Gobuster for someone who doesn't know how you can use the Gobuster tool, the basic usage is what I'm going to demonstrating first. First, I'm just using the evil box one mission from the one. So here this is our mission. So its IP is in 29.1.5 in this case. So yeah, let's first browse that IP in the browser. So here is the page that we are able to get by browsing this IP, because port 80 is open in this case. We can use the Gobuster tool for enumerating the subdomains. So you have to enter the Gobuster first. And if you want to get the hidden directories, you can just pretty much give the dir for enumerating the directories. And you can also use the -u for the URL and -w for the word list, which we'll use to find hidden directories. In this case, we usually use the user share word list dirb common.txt one. So this is what we usually use the word list. Okay, so once I press enter, I was able to see the status code 403, which is an error code, and 301, which is a redirection code, and 200, which is a success code. Okay, so these are the informations that we were able to get, but in some scenarios you will be able to get a lot of error codes that we usually doesn't need it. So you can just filter that out using the Gobuster tool. Let me open the manual in the another tab so that it will be more convenient. So let's start learning something new from here onwards. So we can filter the result. Yes, that's what I'm going to demonstrate in this video. And let's start with the first basic knowledge that you probably don't know. We can, I think the option was not available in this case. Let's me use the Gobuster dir. Pressing enter will give you more information related to the dir. Right, so Gobuster dir will give you more information related to the Gobuster dir. Uses the directory of file enumeration mode. So yeah, you can just if you want to filter it using the status codes, then what you can use is to minus no hyphen status, which will not print any of the status codes. And if you use this what happens is it will not print the status codes, right? It will only show this, but status codes is really essential. But in this case, we have to eliminate the status codes, right? So yeah, here you can see the -s or minus status codes value to positive status code will be overwritten. So yeah, let's use the -s command in this case and enter the 403. We are getting an error. So I think that's not what we want. You can also use the minus no color for eliminating colors, because I usually love with colors, but if you don't want the colors, then you can use this command, or minus NC for eliminating the comments, sorry, the color. And let me search for the status codes related thing. I think you can just use the minus XL for excluding the length value. And this is no status. I have to eliminate the status code's blacklist value. So yeah, minus B is to blacklist the status codes. It's default 404, but in this case we don't want the 403. Let's use the minus B. And in this case we are getting error. I don't know what is the reason. Please exclude length, exclude the response length, or the status code, or the wildcard option. To continue, please exclude status code or length. Instead of the shortest usage, let me use this. In this case we get an error. So in some scenarios, if you are only looking this to get information, if you get an error, then you can use tools like AI. Like ChatGPT is the one that we mostly use, but there are some peoples I know that they don't even use the ChatGPT. So yeah, that's why I'm also showing that to you. So Gobuster to eliminate status 403. So which will give you the command to eliminate that. So I just specifically mentioning that. Is there an option for that? You can use the minus S. A comma separated list of status codes to display in the output. If you don't want, then I think you have to use the minus status codes blacklist. So this is what we are going to blacklist. I think 400 to 499. Yes, guys, it worked. So you have to specify a range to get it worked. So that's the reason that doesn't work before. Like you can also use a minus B instead of this big status codes blacklist. Minus B to blacklist that. You can specify the range. And now all those status codes are blacklisted, and we only able to see the codes that we want, right? So we like that. You can just use this for much better understanding. So moreover, you can also use the username if it has any kind of authentication, and also use the password like this. So yeah, this is basic usage, right? So what more that we can do with it is, let's start with the next thing. You can use the fuzz, right? Have you know how you can use the fuzz? So if not, then let me open this link and say that let us try to use the fuzz. So FUZZ. So in this case you have to change the mood to fuzz. So once you change this into fuzz, then after that you can just specify the word list, which we usually specify the user share word list word list the dir comment.txt. And here we were able to see a lot of things, right? So yeah, we have to get the information related to the first. So let's use the first, and this is the help menu, and here you have to exclude the status codes. In this case, I'm just going to exclude the length value by specifying the minus minus xl. I don't want the length to 76 because I have to eliminate this to get a better result. Minus minus xl for eliminating that to 276, and now you will be able to see um, some little information. One of them will includes the 301 and the 200, and rest of it are like this. Right, so yeah, in Gobuster, you can use the minus X command for getting, for example, if you want to get a PHP related files, you can just give minus X. So in this case, it's basically a directory mode command. So yeah, I'm just going to remove this, and I'm just going to change the mode to directory dir. Now you can see when I give minus x php, you can see it will be able to give you results related to the php files. Like you will be able to see some .php from this result, right? So yeah, you will get some more information regarding that, like secret. Now you will be able to see an 200 success status codes, which is an evil.php in this case, right? So if you want to get files related to HTML, so then you can just change this into from PHP to HTML. Then you will be able to get HTML.html files. You can just give as my HTML comma PHP to get both HTML and the PHP, right? So yeah, that's how you basically use this. So moreover, we can just start using the first to get information related to the first thing. So in this case, what we are going to do is going to first that out using the secret evil.php. I'm just going to first that, and stopping this, I have to eliminate the length. So minus minus xl for eliminating the excluding the length to 0. Now the 0 will not show here. So we were not able to find anything. So in this case, let me use instead of that, let me use the question mark first equals slash etc slash pass wd, because this is vulnerable to XLFI local file inclusion. And now I was able to see a new word called comment, and I do get the link and I do get the results, right? So this is how you basically use the first command in the Gobuster tool. You can also use the FFUF tool, but in this video, we are only explaining the Gobuster. If you want to know how you can use the fast web for written in Go, then you can just watch that video from our channel itself. Because in this video, we are only explaining the Gobuster tool. It can do a lot of things that you probably don't know before, right? So yeah, this is how you use the first in this tool, and you will be able to see a lot of other options. If you if you want to output this into a file, then you can just use the minus o command. In this case, what we are going to do is to use the minus o and a file called file.txt. I'm just creating that, and now after this completed, let me get the file.txt, and this is the output content into this file. So this is how you can output your results into a file using the Gobuster tool. This is great, right? So after that, you do get some more informations. These are great. Minus minus URL for the URL. Cookies, if you want to use cookies to use for the request, and you can use that by specifying the minus minus cookie option. Like that, you can just use this tool for a variety of purposes. Let's use one more thing called the DNS, which is great. So in this case, let's try to get DNS related informations. Go about DNS for DNS mode. So in the DNS mode, you have to use the minus D for specifying the domain name. In this case, I'm just specifying minus D for the domain name. In this case, it's an example.com. So if you want to get some information related to the subdomains, you can use the checklist. And I'm just choosing the checklist GitHub repository. From that, I'm just searching for subdomains. I just want the subdomain words. So I'm just searching that in our GitHub repo. Now we have some subdomain related files. We have the Italian or DNS or service names, and subdomain Spanish. So in sorted combined knock DNS recon and subdomain. So I'm just going to download this subdomains, and yeah, let me download that using the wget command. So it's taking time. So I think we can just download that by clicking here, download raw file. Now it's downloaded. I think it will be in the downloads directory. So yeah, I will specify that. So here, minus D for specifying the domain name in this case. And you also need to specify the word list. So for that, let me check the manual. You can use the minus W. If you want to specify the minus T, in this case, you can just use the DNS to get the DNS related options. And the minus T is used for threads, number of concurrent threads. It is default 100. Let's change it to anything that you like, because threads is the number of requests sent per second, I think. So yeah, you can use the minus 50. So never use these types of things in the domains that you don't have permission to test. And minus W for the domain related information, downloads, shuts. That's it. So I think everything seems to be good. So let me check the manual also, and this is how you use it. Gobuster DNS for that, xaml.com, and the minus T for the threads. I think I don't want to specify the threads here. Now still getting an error. I don't know what happened here, getting an error. Minus D pass. The target domain. So in this case, you have to use the minus minus domain or minus minus do. So yeah, in the previous version of Gobuster, it's basically minus D only. In this case, you have to use the minus minus domain, and here it goes. We were able to get some informations and a lot of errors, and we were able to get a single subdomain called www.xaml.com. So www is a subdomain that we were able to get. Right, so the threads is 50, so that's why the results are so faster than before. So I'm just stopping that. And yeah, this is how you basically use the Gobuster tool for getting the subdomains. So let me eliminate the threads, and now things change, right? So yeah, this is how you basically use the Gobuster tool for getting the subdomains, guys. So you do have S3 buckets if you have that, and the GCS for Google Cloud Service, and vhost and TFTP, etc. Yes, this is not a worst tool. This is not just for directory enumeration. You can, in some scenarios, if you don't have FFUF or WFS tool, then you can also use the Gobuster tool for fuzzing, and you can also use it for S3, GCS, and a lot of things, right? So Gobuster is not like what you see. It's a tool that you love. So let me view the manual of the Gobuster. Instead, let me view the help menu of the Gobuster. So Gobuster minus minus help, and here I previously see it. Yes, here it is, Gobuster, the tool you love. Yes, guys, I'm loving this tool because this is a great tool that you probably need to know how we can use this, and that's what I'm demonstrating in this video. I hope this video helped you to learn something new, and don't forget the subscribe button. And thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.